Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker. It's 8:08 and it's Wednesday. So I show up so that you can show up and get a little information from Spirit. And what I want to let you know is that Spirit is available for you in all kinds of ways. So not only do I do this, but I've got an upcoming class on shamanic journeys, so look for that. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to draw a card. I don't very often get this opportunity anymore because people pop on. Hey, Anne, how's it going? So I'm going to have a little sip here before we get started. So what I was saying is that if you find these readings useful, this month, because it's my birthday month, I'm offering you 30% off. So if you find this useful, book a session with me. We do a tarot reading, and as you well know, more than the tarot shows up. So I just wanted to draw a card to kind of give us the big picture. There's a couple of eclipses coming up. We may be finding ourselves feeling a little disturbed, a little out of sorts. So the card that came up for all of that is going back and looking at old memories. Here we see two children, one bigger than the other, giving the smaller child a gift, an emotional gift with a lily in it. So what we know about lilies is they signify some kind of a transition, right? Hi, Stacy. So this is the big picture for us. Hi, Teresa. So the big picture for all of us right now is we were given gifts in our childhood that served us well. The thing about right now is it's time for all of us to look at whether those gifts that we were given, the emotional gifts, be a good girl, follow the leader, those, whether they're really working for us anymore. So this is the big picture for right now, this week. Eclipses coming up that are having a big influence on us. Look to your childhood to see what kind of values you were given. That do they serve you now? And are the values that you're walking in right now actually working for you? Are they making you a more kind, generous, blessed person? So that's the big picture for tonight. And let me just grab you a little card. I hope things are going well. I haven't seen you for a while. Pentacles, money, property, tangible things. 6, harmony and balance. So things are harmonious and in balance. This card says that you have enough resources to give to others. There's also, I'm going to put it up close, you can see the scale over here and the doling out and someone coming and asking you. So you may have enough resources to be able to give. The scale is there to say, oh, are things in balance? And as we all know, those of us who are in the metaphysical world, and y'all are if you're here with me, we don't always get from where we don't always receive from where we gave. And to have that idea that I'm going to give you this and you're going to receive it, and then I'm going to receive something from who knows where. That's the beauty of the whole thing, is that if I give to you, I don't have to look to you to give it back to me. I get to relax and trust into the idea that it will come from somewhere. And I've got to tell you that that's a huge amount of trust, isn't it? That we just relax into the idea that whatever we're wanting, whatever we're working on manifesting, that it will come to us. Now, here's the key. And I think this is what the law of attraction, the piece that appeared to be missing. Well, to me, there were two pieces. First of all, the alignment. Okay, so here you have an alignment here to being generous, to being kind. It is part of your nature. And so there's a reciprocity, and it comes. Now, when we vibrate kind, generous, content, all of those, then we raise our vibe and we begin to attract situations and circumstances, people to us that are that same vibe. So how beautiful is that? So there you go. Marcy, nice to see you. Hey, Val. Okay. Oh, Anne Reed, it's your birthday month too. How cool is that? Yay. June babies, we're the best, I tell you. Stacy, this one is for you. The moon. Oh, see, moon babies, that's us as June moon babies. This says that emotionally things have been bubbling up. The dogs are baying at the moon and the crawfish is clawing its way out of the muck. The thing about this is it's a cycle. And, we're always cycling in and learning something and then bringing that back out into the world. So this is an emotional, thing. It also says that it will settle down within the next moon cycle. And right now, we are just a couple of days past the full moon. We're a couple of days ahead of the summer solstice. So we're in this beautiful place, but it's kind of steamy and it's kind of emotional. By this time in the year, we're in a place where we see what isn't working. We did this thing where we drama of Christmas and the holidays and the resolutions. And now we're at the place where we can sit back. We're in the moon cycle in the June. It's about the moon, where we can sit back and we can evaluate. And we can do it from a non-emotional kind of place. We can look at, oh, am I where I want to be? And if you're not where you want to be, then you get to look at, where am I out of alignment? I really believe, one of my big beliefs, is that when you're in alignment, things are just flowing and they're smooth. You know what this feels like. It feels like, yeah. When you're out of alignment, it's like, You start, it doesn't quite work. It's like this. Correct and continue, the alignment will come. There's something really exciting and attractive about being able to correct, continue to go back, and to keep on track, to not give up until you are in a right alignment. It takes a bit. Every once in a while I find things that I'm like, really? I didn't know I thought that. And I've been living in this body for quite a while now. So it's a revelation, and it's sweet because you get to know yourself more and more and more and more. And you get to even come to terms with the bits of you that you don't appreciate. And then I give them jobs, because every piece of me wants my highest and best or better. Some bits that hold me back and say, oh, you don't know enough. No, you can't do that. What I do is I give them something to do. I say, okay, cool. So go and get me that information, bring it to me, and then we'll move forward. So I offer them a valuable job, because isn't that what we all want? We want our work to be valued. We want to know that we're doing something important in life, and we want to know that somebody else is impacted by what we do. So, long rambling way to say that the moon puts us in that perspective, that sometimes we feel like, yay, and sometimes we have to contract a bit. Things will settle down within the next moon cycle. So there you go, Stacy. Long and rambling, and most of all, will you do me a favor, and will you just, if that resonated with you, will you just drop a little note in there, that like, or a little thumbs up or something like that? That'd be awesome. Hey, Frankie, Janice, nice to see you. Teresa, hi. Okay, cups. the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Cups. And the beautiful part about, and we have the moon up here again. See this? And the cups are all lined up. We see this in a few places. We see this with the Six of Cups, where everything is all lined up. You know, we want our emotions to be organized, right? Just line them all up, and this is how it works, and this is how it's going to work. And so there. Emotions are energy in motion. So if you try to organize that, you know, it's like herding cats, right? So witness your emotions. Stand back, take a breath, have a think. No, don't have a think, have a feel. There we go. And then step forward and go, oh, you know what? The way that I've been dealing with my emotional life, it isn't working. It didn't work in the past, and it ain't gonna work in the future. So it's a good idea to walk away from however it was that emotionally things were for you. Because when you do that, you have the possibility and the and the infinite possibilities to do something completely different. So Teresa, that one's for you. Thanks for popping in. All right. Marcy, this one's for you. Oh, the King of Pentacles. He's a beautiful ally because he teaches about the practical world, and he has everything that he needs. So he has all the resources that you're going to need for you to be able to bring whatever practical world things you're wanting into fruition. And when he does so, he's not giving up anything. As a matter of fact, if you look at the scepter over here, you can see that it is the sign for Venus. And it's not like a love of money, it's a love of the ability to attract it and to bring it forward and what it can do, the resonance that it is able to do for you. You know, if you think about, so I play with my imagination a lot, right? Because in the shamanic realm, what we do is we use a monotonous drum beat to put our brain into a theta brainwave. In that, we have access to non-ordinary reality, the imagination. So when we go to that space, we have the ability to journey to the King of Pentacles. Ask him, what can you show me about how to manifest in the practical world? He knows absolutely about that, right? Because that's his domain. And in the journey, you get to ask whatever questions you want. And you get to get the answers, bring them back, and use them in your practical life. So all of that from that. Isn't it amazing? He had a lot to say. So, so there you go, Marcy. Val, this one's for you. The Hierophant. Hi, Julie. Hi, Melissa. Gretchen, nice to see you. Kayla, thanks for showing up. Paula, hi. Okay, Val. This is a 5, and 5s are lessons. This particular lesson says you have all the keys, and sometimes that's a huge lesson. We look over there to see if you know something about me. And we've been trained to do this. We've been trained not to rely on our intuition, not to rely on our own deep knowing about ourselves. But this particular major arcana, God, Goddess, the big chicken in the sky, wants to get this information across to you. You have all the keys. As a matter of fact, other people are coming to you to ask why. And you're doing it from a place of absolute no ego. The Hierophant doesn't come from a place of ego. He comes from a place of deep knowing, He, she comes from a place of deep knowing and sitting in what they know. So there you go. Beautiful. All right. Frankie, this one's for you. Another 5, another lesson. So you have helpers. You have people, maybe beings. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a mix of both is what they're saying. So you have help, but no one knows what to do. And it could be, oh yeah, here we go. All right. So this is straight through. So Frankie, it's useful for you to take yourself out of the picture for a moment. Take 2-3 hours, see what it is that you want to envision, come back with a clear vision of that, because these people will help you, whoever they are, and these beings will help you. The thing is that they don't know what to do because you haven't got a clear vision. So if you haven't got a clear vision, then my invitation to you is to spend 20 minutes with me. I'll put a calendar link down there, over there, and get yourself is a complimentary consultation. If you're feeling like you don't know what to do, or something is missing, or you don't know what direction to go, spend 20 minutes with me. Let's find out. Let's see what direction you want to go. And maybe I've got something that can help you get there. Perhaps not, but I have lots of resources and I know lots of people. So book a complimentary consultation. It'll be over there. I'll ask Miss Anita to put the link in for you. Janess, this one is for you. The Queen of Cups. So what I like about her is that she's not out there floating around on the water like her husband, the king, is. She's on the edge. And she keeps herself contained. You can see right there, she's got this big container. She's a little fixated on it, a little, oh, this is it. And, you know, isn't that the thing about emotions? We get a little fixated on them and we go, oh, this is it. Well, she comes completely from love. And you know that there's a painting, it's of Aphrodite. And in it, there's a scallop shell behind her. And it's one of the, this Queen of Cups, Queen of the Emotions, is a reminder for the feminine in us to embrace the idea that we are watery, we are juicy, and that we come from the sea. So in us is all of that emotional fluidity. So when we begin to get attached to something, it concretizes us, it contracts us. And so what happens is we don't have freedom of movement. And this is what emotions are about, moving them in and out. Don't hold on to them. They cause dis-ease. So, Janess, there you go. Hey, Paula, how's it going? Here's one for you. The 3s are saying, oh, you've come a long way. There's still a long way to go. And what this is money, property, tangible things. You're getting accolades. Accolades are applause and thank yous and good jobs and yay, you get it. And so this is you, whether you're hearing them or not, you're being appreciated in your work and what you do in the world, in your work. There's an appreciation for you in that. Gretchen, this one is for you. The Knight of Pentacles, money, property, tangible things. So you can see that he's not moving, right? And you can also see that the spurs are really long. So this rider could do this, could do that. He could spur that horse on. What I've noticed is that when you do that, you get a reaction and you get forward movement, but it's not the kind of smooth flow that you might like. So my question to you is, what's the carrot that you can put in front of your nose to get you moving? So there you go. That's a great question. It's a great question for all of us, actually, isn't it? Kaylin, this one's for you. More money. So it's interesting to me that there's a lot of cards this evening that are cups and then pentacles. And so there's this watery fluidity thing and grounding it down into the earth. We're in that Taurus kind of energy right now, flowing into the crab energy. Something just makes noise, like when I say things or my clients say things that are important, either my phone pings or something happens. So there was a big thing with that. So let's all be mindful that right now what's necessary, thanks for the love, what's necessary is for us to do some tending. And the tending is the practical world. And if we look out into the world right now, what we see is a lot of franticness. We see a lot of people who are seemingly unkind. And there's a lot of attack on personalities, a lot of denigration. So what I would say is that this says, let's tend to the practical world. Let's tend to ourselves. We are in the practical world. We are physical beings. We might be spiritual, but we need this physical tending to. And when we come to a place that requires that just one of the things that we have seeded has come to fruition, we still have 6 more. Just like the year, right? We still have 6 more months to bring things to fruition. In the middle of the year is a good time, thank you for the love, is a really good time for us to kind of, the Toltecs call it recapitulate, to go through everything that's happened so far this year, cut the cords to them all, let them go. This is a beautiful solstice kind of thing. And if you happen to have a fire that's going on solstice, you can write out everything in your life that you're willing to let go of. Crumple it all up, throw it in the fire, be done. We have the opportunity, because we live in a planet of free will, we have the opportunity to every single solitary day start a fresh, clean slate. We don't believe that, and so we drag all the stuff that we didn't like from yesterday into today, and we started by first thing in the morning thinking about it all over again. We slept on it, right? Now we're going to think on it, and we're going to drink some hot beverage and then ruminate it on it some more. What if every day, you could do this? I have to go 2 pages. Yeah. What if every day you could just do this? Clean slate. Okay? You can. You just need to believe it's so. So just tear the slate off, start fresh. It's great, isn't it? There you go. All right. So, Melissa, hi. Okay, I'm going to slip back into here and, this one. A new beginning, a gift from the gods. Look at the hand out of the clouds there. They're on your side. So what I'm hearing is that this is like they're. Oh, I know. Okay, so I don't know if you watched Lord of the Rings, but there was a time when Gandalf came up to, I think it was Bilbo's house, and he knocked with his staff on the door, and Bilbo was like, forget it. So this is like what this is for you, Melissa. And I don't know what it means. I don't know how come it's a wake-up call, but this is very much what I'm hearing, and what they're telling me is this is very much like a wake-up call, a brand new expression of your fire, your passion, your drive, and actually even not even sort of maybe more, but equally your spirituality. So there you go. So Joan, hi, nice to see you. Julie, this one is for you. This card is swords, the mental realm, and oftentimes um, oftentimes our 3-pound brain really puts us through a lot of conflict and chaos. And this says that you are coming out of that. There's only just a little down here by these fingers. See the turbulence down here? But look across here at all the smooth sailing. These swords are thoughts and ideas that are actually stuck. I know so much of our lives would be so much easier if we wouldn't get stuck on thinking things had to be a certain way. This says that when you get over there to the other side, then it's time for you to look at that. Right now is not a useful time for you to be ruminating on things, thinking them over. Now is time for you to actually, oh, here's a wonderful thing for you, Julie, to be able to do. For what what I'm going to suggest is that you go and you find somebody to canoe with, to kayak with. Not sure where you are, but if you're around in the Seattle area, up by UW, you can rent kayaks and go right under the 520 bridge. It's beautiful. So get yourself out, and as you are in the canoe, on the water, let someone else paddle for you for a few moments. If you have that ability, there'll be something that shifts for you in that. So there you go. So Joan, hello, this one is for you. So this is the Four of Wands: passion, fire, drive, connection to the divine. This particular card is really one of a very happy home, one where there's contentment, where there's joy, where there's bliss. Some friends of mine use this for their hand fasting, which is a pagan ritual for making a commitment to one another. So this really speaks to that. And just looking at the card itself is one that brings upliftment and joy. So if you have the ability to find this card online somewhere, enlarge it in black and white, color it. The thing that does, is it anchors it in your body. The reason that we're here on this planet is to have physical experiences. So the way that we achieve things, is we go out and we use our body. So when you use your body, it concretizes it. It makes the spiritual lesson that you just got physical, and you will be able to use it much more easily. So I hope you can utilize that. Diane, this one's for you. Ooh, going deep. And I'm going to have the star. So hang on, I'm going to have a sip. So, Diane, the thing about the star is, and we were just talking about emotions a couple of cards ago and how they're energy and motion. So this beautiful creature, the star, has the ability to do that. You see there's a lot of motion there. There's the stars up in the sky. There's a bird over there on the tree. There's her pouring. And as she stands naked, she knows she is enough. And so I don't know why that's important that that was emphasized like that. There you go. Oh, okay. So I hope that was helpful. And Travis, hey, this one's for you. The Page of Wands. So pages are messengers. Wands are passion and fire and drive. And what we see here are the body, mind, and spirit coming together. Thanks for the love. So his thing, and sometimes a page is a young person, not always, but sometimes, because in the olden days, they used to run from one village to the other. They used to run in front of the king and tell them, get ready, the king is coming. So this message that's um, coming from you, it may well be coming from you as well, but it's about integration. So, and I'm not sure quite why the integration is coming up, but there's something that will be useful for you to integrate. Hold on. Oh, okay. So what they're saying is, and straight through, that Travis, nothing is as it appears, and that decisions, you can make decisions that fit your own creative illusion for crafting your life. Okay, there you go. There's your message. Okay, Becky, hi. This one's for you. The Chariot. So the thing about the Chariot is that um, he has no reins, and he has beings who are in conflict with one another. So the beautiful piece about the Chariot is that sometimes it's your body, sometimes it is your vehicle, your car, but with this charioteer, he has his mind in the clouds, but his feet are not firmly planted on the ground. He has no reins, therefore he's not going to be able to move forward. So it says this, what this card says is take the reins, resolve the conflict, and move forward. All right, Dawn, this one's for you. The Fool, brand new journey, major arcana, the first of all of the major arcana, the first of all of the archetypes. The only person who starts a journey is a fool. Everybody else stays safe and secure in their home. So this new journey of yours, um, actually, it's a so what I'm getting is that it's a backtracking. You've got to backtrack and actually reignite something. This turns out to be a whole brand new journey that, but it's back there waiting for you, is what I'm hearing, Dawn. So there you go. Via, this one's for you. Hi. Ooh, Bliss. This is the Bliss card. So this is um, beyond the happy. This is uplifted in joy. Yay! You know when something happens and you're just like, yes, that's this card. So contentment, happiness, and this is actually really what I'm seeing when I'm watching your posts. I'm seeing a lot of joy, a lot of beauty, and a lot of, this is true for all of us. When we're out doing things that make our hearts sing, we're radiant. When we're doing things that, kind of like stall our hearts out and don't make our hearts sing, what ends up happening is you see it, you look it, right? So, as within, so without. So if you're doing something that's not making your heart sing, get on my calendar, spend 20 minutes. Let's look and see if there's somewhere that you can get to that is shaman isn't singing to where it can be. So my calendar will go over there. I'll get Miss Anita to put it on. And Laura, this one's for you. And thanks for the love back there. So you're getting a message about a new way of thinking. And it's particularly wonderful because when we are in our old way of thinking, things end up looking and being exactly the same as they were. And I don't know if you were on, but I just ripped a page off and said you can start with a fresh slate. So new ideas is like every day. You don't have to do things the way you did them the day before. I used to drink coffee every single solitary morning. I don't, some days I don't drink coffee for 3 or 4 days, but it was habituated. It was a ritual, but it doesn't serve me anymore. So be willing. And this is good for all of us. Be willing to do things differently. If you want a shift in your life, do something as silly as don't have sugar in your coffee for a few days. Don't put cream in your coffee. Have it black for just a few days. See what changes in your life. You can always add it back. But these simple little things are why shamanism is so freaking powerful. You do something like you change, I don't drink coffee anymore. It changed everything. It my gut is happier. I get up and I think about what kind of tea am I going to have today. One little shift, and everything else shifts as well. So Michael, hi. And thanks for all the posts. So here is the King of Cups. A few minutes ago, I was talking about him floating around out on the water on a big old hunk of concrete. He set his ships out a, a while back. So you've sent them out. They're on their way back. In the meanwhile, over here is something that's bubbling up from the unconscious into consciousness. It is necessary that it's necessary that you take care of it, because it is not going to be resolved. It's going to keep on bubbling up from the unconscious to consciousness to be healed. So whatever it is an emotional thing. This king is a really powerful ally for breaking through those barriers that we think, I can't. Because he's out there floating around on that big old hunk of concrete. The ships are coming in. The unconscious is coming up to be healed. So there you go, Michael. So truce, and everyone, pardon me. So we are just past we're just past the full moon. We are just before summer solstice. This is a beautiful time, a fertile time for you to look at where you are, where do you want to be, and how are you going to get there. I'm going to be teaching a class at the end of the month on shamanic basics, so join me for that. And Truce, this one is for you. Oh, beautiful. I have to tell you that this particular king is my favorite. And you know why? Because this is the dude that gets up and gets it done. The rest of them are fixated on their things. They're looking at their wands. This guy says, I'll help you. And he says, you've got that idea? I'm on it. So this is powerful. Not only is he a thinker, but he is also about the moon, which shows up right there. So he has some emotional component to his thinking process. Also, he's about transformation. See the butterflies up here? Yeah. So this ally that you have says you have an idea. It's now time for you to put it into action, whatever it is. And he will be more than happy to help you. Oh, Joan, thank you very much. I'm happy that you got a little guidance there. That's amazing. And you know what? If you would like a little more guidance, any of you, it's my birthday month, so I'm offering 30% off. I love to give on my birthday. So I'm offering you 30% off of a tarot reading or any one of my other services. So I would say, if you find this useful, can you imagine what it would be like to spend half an hour with me so that we could get the download from the divine? We could use the cards as they show up for us, and we can get you information that is really all about you and what's your next step. So get on my calendar. All right, Via, happy. Oh, nice. Congratulations on your new beginnings. Yeah. It seems to me that this is really the place that we are at right now, is that a lot of us are in the new beginning part where we're launching things, you know, like shamanic shape-shifting and other things along the way, where we've done some of our dharma and now we're ready to step into leadership. So congratulations, Via. Sarah, everything's gonna be all right. So this is that card. Your problems are as big as a small child on a small pony. We know that you're connected to the divine because of the red banner over there. The sun is shining down. So what I would say is, look for this to be the best summer of your life. So I'd like to hear about that. Okay. John, this one is for you. So contentment, it isn't bliss, but what it is you're content. And what there's more. So here's how you get the more, John, is I open fully to give and receive love. I open fully to give and receive love. So you butterfly your heart with love. You open to give with your palms up and out. And then you watch things shift and change for you. I'd love to hear about that. Molly, hey, I saw you on the road. Okay. A brand new beginning in the world of the emotions, love, overflowing love. Now, there's a number of different kinds of love. This kind of love is beyond the personal. It's beyond the you and me loving one another. This is into the realm of the divine love, feeling the bliss that overflows you and makes you radiant and has you giving things back in the beautiful way that you do. So that's what a lovely way to start solstice. So good night, everybody. Just delighted that you all were here. Get on my calendar, 30% off of a reading. Look for my new course. And if you want a 20-minute complimentary consultation, hop on my calendar. And until next week, bliss out. Bye-bye.